Title: High-Key and Low-Key Lighting. Module: Studio Lighting Fundamentals. High-key and low-key lighting represent two opposite ends of the photographic lighting spectrum. Instead of focusing on a specific light pattern or setup, these styles describe the overall brightness, contrast, and mood of the entire image. Understanding these two approaches gives photographers full creative control over emotional tone. In fine art figure photography, high-key and low-key lighting are not just technical choices, they are powerful storytelling tools. High-key lighting is characterized by bright, evenly illuminated images with minimal shadows and soft contrast. The overall tone of the photograph is light, clean, and airy. Shadows are reduced or gently lifted, and the background is often white or very bright. This style creates a sense of openness, purity, simplicity, and calmness. It removes visual distractions and allows the viewer to focus directly on the subject's form, expression, and gesture. In fine art figure photography, high-key lighting emphasizes elegance and softness. The human form appears gentle and refined, with smooth transitions between light areas. Because shadows are minimized, the viewer's attention naturally moves toward shape and composition, rather than dramatic contrast. To achieve high-key lighting in a studio, photographers typically use large light sources such as softboxes or diffused umbrellas. Multiple lights may also be used to reduce shadows across the background and subject. Reflectors are often placed to lift any remaining dark areas. However, high-key lighting is not simply about making everything bright. True high-key photography still maintains subtle separation between subject and background. Without this separation, the image can appear flat and lack depth. Careful control of exposure and background lighting ensures that the subject remains visible, while still preserving the clean, luminous aesthetic. Low-key lighting, on the other hand, is defined by strong shadows, deep blacks, and controlled areas of illumination. The majority of the frame is often dark, with only selected parts of the subject lit by carefully positioned light sources. This style creates a sense of mystery, drama, intimacy, and emotional intensity. Instead of revealing everything, low-key lighting suggests and conceals, allowing imagination to play an active role in interpreting the image. In fine art figure photography, low-key lighting is especially powerful because it emphasizes form through contrast. The human body emerges from darkness like a sculptural presence, with highlights tracing curves, edges, and gestures. To create low-key lighting, photographers often use a single key light with minimal or no fill. Light modifiers such as grids or snoots are commonly used to control spill and keep illumination tightly focused. Black backgrounds are frequently chosen to absorb light and enhance contrast. One of the most important aspects of low-key lighting is restraint. Adding too much fill light or background illumination can quickly destroy the mood. The strength of low-key photography lies in its ability to embrace darkness as an active compositional element. High-key and low-key lighting also influence how viewers emotionally respond to an image. High-key images tend to feel uplifting, peaceful, and approachable. They are often associated with beauty, innocence, and simplicity. Low-key images tend to feel intense, emotional, and contemplative. They are often associated with strength, mystery, elegance, and introspection. Neither style is superior. Each simply communicates a different emotional language. In professional photography, many artists use both approaches depending on the story they want to tell. A single subject can be photographed in high-key lighting to express softness and openness, then in low-key lighting to reveal depth and emotional complexity. This contrast can be extremely powerful when building a portfolio or visual narrative. One useful exercise is to photograph the same pose in both lighting styles. First, create a bright, evenly lit version with soft shadows and a light background. Then, switch to a darker setup with controlled highlights and deep shadows. Compare the emotional difference between the two images. You will quickly notice that lighting does more than reveal form, it defines meaning. High-key lighting removes weight and tension. Low-key lighting adds depth and mystery. Together, they represent two fundamental ways of seeing the human form. As you develop your studio skills, learning to move between these two extremes will greatly expand your creative range. In fine art figure photography, mastery is not about choosing one style over the other. It is about understanding when to let light fill a space completely, and when to let darkness become part of the story. Because in photography, light is not just illumination. It is emotion made visible.